How's everyone doing? Welcome to the final episode of After the After Hours with your boy TraderPrad. The final day of this week is tomorrow going to be a free fall Friday. Now get ready for tomorrow. Powell going on the microphone. Powell going on the microphone again. Get ready for tomorrow. So I do have a watch list ready, but if you guys are ready, hit that like and subscribe. Hit that like and subscribe. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you guys for all the support. Started. Why don't we dive into the full screen and hit that like and subscribe. Unmute the mic first and make sure that it's working, because usually it doesn't. It's working. How's everyone doing? Welcome to another episode. Sadly, the final episode of this week. However, we'll be back very soon. Once again, Sunday 6 p.m., Monday to Thursday 8 p.m. So we'll be back. But this is the episode where we get ready for all things Friday. What's in store for tomorrow? What's moving around today? How did we trade today? How did the markets move today? So we're going to talk about all the fun stuff. Get ready for some of the movers, some of the shakers, some of the bakers, and see what opportunity set up for us to make money at. Put that sweet cheddar cheese, I always say, in our pockets, baby. So let's look for that opportunities. But how's your guys' day? Let me know in the chat. Keep the chat active. I see Diders in there at the moment. TH saying number 4. TH, you're getting slow these days, old man. Come on. Well, I don't really know how old you are, but I'm gonna guess you're old. TH, you're getting slow there, buddy. You used to be number 1. Now you're going to number 4. You got some competition, TH. You got some competition. TH saying even today. That's a good spot to be at, right? It's easier to start from 0 than it is to start from negative 1,000, negative 3,000, whatever it is. I myself had a pretty good day today. I guess I could say a decent day, not a pretty good day, right? A decent day for myself. I wish I juiced the trades that I was in a lot more and actually traded them better, but the ones that I traded gave me some profits, and I was able to hold on to those profits going into 4 o'clock. So that's always great. It's always fun to make profits and then actually hold on to them. Usually you make some and you give them all back, but no, it was fun to hold on to those profits going into close. And now coming onto the stream over here with a little bit more excitement. You know, always fun to go streaming when we're actually winning on the day. Love doing that part. I'm sure you guys can see that in my behavior on stream, or maybe not. I don't know. I feel like I've gotten a lot better with that. Trouble with my cell phone, says TH. What happened with your cell phone? It's not me. I tried to 4x to enter a like. Great day. Choppy a bit. Got choppy bit, not got chopped. Choppy but did not get chopped. That's not bad. Good job, Dieter. Let's go. I would love that. Always love to not get chopped in a choppy range, right? I mean, the QQQ that I'm looking at right now did have an inside day, so easily very choppable. But there were some opportunities where the market looked like it was going to start taking off. The S&P 500 actually did not have an inside. The S&P 500 broke out a little bit past yesterday's high. It looked like the QQQ could have a little bit more juice too, but then S&P 500 sadly pushed right back down after that, did not have more juice. It was a little choppy for the overall market, but there were tons of stocks that gave you opportunities nevertheless, right? And that's exactly what we were talking about yesterday. No matter what the market does, if it's on standstill or actually starts moving, you will still have the earnings movers. Awesome names such as, I'm trying to remember, Duolingo, Rivian that reported recently. You got so many names. Shopify gave you a trading opportunity. You got Roblox with the monster move to the downside off its earnings report. We'll dive into that a little bit more. So a lot of opportunities over there. Lots of names for us to go over today too. Mara reporting today after hours. Unity reporting today after hours. So we'll talk about all those names. So why don't we actually dive in to that big screen so we can swim in some money tomorrow, chat. We're gonna be swimming in money tomorrow, so put on your swimming caps. All right, put on your swimming caps and let's see how we can tread these waters tomorrow. Okay, how can we tread these waters tomorrow? Shout out to Dieter Music. Shout out to Dieter Music. Let's bring in the earnings calendar. The earnings calendar. No, this cap is tight as shit and it's hurting my head. Holy moly. I've had that cap for like a good 30 minutes before going into the stream, trying to prep for that little intro, but my god does it hurt. So we're gonna take that off after that little bit was done. We're gonna be swimming in money tomorrow, chat, and you're here to find out how exactly. Looking at stocks such as Marathon, SoundHound, Unity, Roblox, ARM. ARM gave you a pretty good move to the upside. We talked about that. If ARM reclaims 101 and moves back up, there's a good move all the way back to 105. It actually went higher than 105, surprisingly enough. So ARM gave you a good opportunity. Robinhood sold off pretty hard. Shopify sold off a little bit. Uber. Don't think I remember watching Uber today, but Uber, we're going to take a look to see how that sets up. Airbnb gave you some opportunities, so tons of stocks over here moving around for us to take a look at, and that's basically what our watch list looks like for tomorrow. For those of you wondering, once again, SoundHound, Unity, Mara, Roblox, ARM, Hood, Airbnb, Uber, Shop, Affirm, Rivian, Upstart, Datadog, Palantir, Disney, EA, ANET. Then we got the large cap stocks, the Magnificent Seven stocks such as Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Meta, Nvidia, Tesla, Netflix. Netflix not in the Magnificent Seven, but I still like to keep a watch on how Netflix moves. AMD, we always like to see how AMD moves. The crypto basket, Coin and iBit, Mara is selected over here and highlighted because they have their earnings today after hours, and we'll dive into that earnings report very soon. And then always like to take a look at where the overall markets are at. Today, it looked like they were going to break out to the upside a little bit. Oh, just a little bit. So why don't we start with Mara, the top dog name on the watch list tomorrow because it reported earnings today after hours. So Mara today down 2.19%, sadly. Let's see how the earnings report may have helped it. Oh, that's a little bit of a nothing burger move on the earnings report, honestly. It's great that it found support right into yesterday's low and then came right back into today's low and started trading in those areas. That's actually not that bad. Possibly we get some buying in this $20 area and we launch back to the upside on Mara. Bitcoin moving up will also help it, but as I'm looking at right now, right off the as a quick glance without even diving deeper into the numbers and into the actual catalyst, looking at the reaction on the market or reaction on the stock, don't think this looks very exciting to me. So let's actually pull up Benzinga, the link for Benzinga in the description below. Go check it out. Mara, let's see how they reported. Mara actually grew 223% revenue year to year. Wow. Which overall, however, their revenue missed consensus estimates of 180 million. They were expecting 180 and they reported 165. Okay, the Bitcoin adjusted earnings per share was $1.26, beating the analyst estimates of 22 cents per share. That's good, right? Big beat on EPS, but missing revenue by quite a bit. Is that what? Yeah, that's what TradingView says too. Marathon Digital energized hash rate increased by 142% in the first quarter. The company said it produced 2,811 Bitcoins during the quarter, which is up 28% year to year. That's pretty good. Marathon noted that it recently increased its hash rate target for fiscal year 2024 from previous range of 35 to 37 to the new target of 50. Marathon Digital has now 1.6 billion in cash equivalents, and Bitcoin as of March 31st. Despite the operational challenges we faced in the first quarter, we were able to leverage our agility to redistribute equipment to newly acquired sites amidst ongoing repairs. When combined with our HODL strategy, hold on to dear life strategy, these actions allowed us to capitalize on Bitcoin's positive momentum and produce record financial results for the quarter, said the CEO. With the expansion capacity we have gained from our recent acquisition, with 45 additional exahash capacity available to us between current orders and options, and with 1.6 billion of liquidity, we are now targeting 50 exahash of energy hash rate by the end of 2024 and additional growth in 2025. Management will hold the conference call. Sadly, no outlook over here for us to take a look at. Didn't really talk about the outlook for us. That sucks, but overall good things, right? They're growing crazily. 224%, is that what I read? 223% growth year to year on revenue. Obviously that's because probably how Bitcoin went crazy, and that EPS is also probably because Bitcoin went straight crazy. They themselves said it in their thing, their HODL strategy, their hold on to dear life strategy paid out, and not sure if the market liked hearing that, but clearly missing out on the revenue by almost 20 million over there. Could be a negative thing. No outlook that we see so far. So as of now, Mara, we're just gonna have to play with the variables that are given to us in the after hours. Tomorrow's pre-market might change my reaction over here on Mara, but as it is right now, I think we're just gonna have to kind of hold off on this position, right? We do have a clear area over here into $21, in which case we do get above. There could be some room to the north side, but I think I would expect Mara requiring Bitcoin moving to the north side and it really squeezing up again back above 65, 70 for us to really expect maybe $32, $35 on a swing term basis, right? I'm not talking about a earnings reaction over here. Mara, if you're expecting this type of move over here on a longer term, maybe that's possible based on how Bitcoin's moving. But right now, just off of earnings, I think we could easily find resistance into 21, into 22, into 23. So there's a lot of levels, a lot of fight that the stock might have to go through to the upside, and I can't really see it nose diving to the downside either. So this could easily be just a nothing burger trade tomorrow, and that's why I want to wait to see how pre-market sets up on Mara and then kind of make a decision. So for now, we're just gonna have to put the stock on the shelf and see how some of the other positions moved around today in the after hours. Thankfully, we do have a couple other good stocks over here. First one, not the good stock, but a stock that possibly could create some great opportunities. SoundHound AI, a stock that's always squeezes anytime AI names come into play, and the name squeeze applies to it aptly, mainly because they do have a high short flow, 21% short flow for SoundHound. So when these guys squeeze to the north side on their earnings report, you might want to keep a little eye on them. So right now you can see how the earnings move is to the upside on SoundHound, moving back to what looks to be around $5.50, $5.70 being the high the after hour move over here. Let's quickly zoom out to the The longer term chart on the daily chart looks like that's a possible level that I might be interested in. That's around 539. I think we're kind of using that as support, and we're trading between 540 and 570 if I remember correctly. So that's probably a level of interest. 645, this multiple tops, 1 2 3. I will even count these other 3-4 days next to it as a top into that 645 area. So if for any reason we move into 645 tomorrow and not able to go a single share above it, that looks like a resistance area where we could possibly look for some shorts. But if we're now above this, that's gonna bust out some shorts and bring out some stops in this area. So that's gonna possibly give a squeeze above it. So Soundhound gets a lot more interesting if it actually starts squeezing above 645. But at the moment, as we are between this 540 and 640 a dollar range with the stock of a half a dollar of an ATR with 50 cents of an ATR, we'll see how it sets up. And you can see how right there between 520, I thought it was actually 530, between 520 where the earnings anchored VWAP is and between 570, the stock is trying to find a range over here. If for any reason we continue to hold 5 tomorrow, there's some real good opportunity over here on Soundhound, mainly because of its short squeeze ability, or possibility I should say, not ability, I should say possibility. So support S1, $5 for me. I can see $5 being tested, and if it holds $5, we could possibly make a multi-day move into that 645 area, at which point we could then see what the stock reacts, how it reacts. I don't think we see 6 or 645 tomorrow. Let's see how the stock reacts into the current resistance we have in the after hours of 570. That's what I'm going to put in as my first resistance. But then if we do get above 570 / $6, I want to see how
you turned into a woman.
You miss me so much you turned into a woman. That's right. That's right. The what is it called? The thumbnail. The thumbnail is Fallout Lucy. Kind of drawing blank over here, almost forgot. John, good evening, Prada. Smash the like button. Is tomorrow Free Fall Friday, Magic 8 Ball? Ooh, John, don't get me excited. Honestly, my friend, I don't think the market has anything to do at the moment. So there's this theory that my manager was talking about. You know, think of it as a spring. The market goes in stages of compression where the ranges tighten up, and then once that spring gets compressed, eventually one side breaks and the spring jumps to the side which broke, right? So basically think of two walls, the springs between the two walls. Eventually one of the wall breaks and the spring flies in the direction that the wall broke into. So right now the market was, you know, a little crazy not too long ago, but now it's kind of tightening up the range. So we'll see what happens. And if it does sell off, I don't think there's a lot of room to the downside on the market, because if we go back to the full screen over here, if you see, the market seems to be holding a nice little buying right now, right above last week's high. So if we turn back on, yeah, okay, show me for the daily. Is that not the last week's high? Right there. So last week's high around 436. Bang, you can see how that orange line, last week's high 436.50. We seem to be finding some good buying now above it. So even if we do sell off, I don't think we get under that area. And if we do get under that area, that could open up some real good Free Fall Friday action. But I can't see the market getting under this just yet, especially with Nvidia's earnings right around the corner. So Free Fall Friday might just have to be shelved a little bit. I hope not though, right? I hope not, but we'll see. We'll see how Nvidia moves the market right back into the all-time high, or does it move it right back down. Bank of England paused or continued to pause rate interest rates, but gave signs of cuts coming in very soon. So that's also a very bullish indication over there. If Bank of England's thinking about rate cuts, it's possible we are too very soon. I think Jay Powell already talked about that a little bit, right? So expecting Free Fall Friday will be a little hard at the moment. Will be a little hard. The market volume's dying down too. This is the 20-day moving average on the volume. If you see how the moving average is very active not too long ago when we were getting above, or even when we were below the last week's high, and when we were getting above the last week's high. But then now the volume's dying down. The relative volume of the overall market's lower. So expecting it to do something crazy is also, the chances of that are a little lower, right? So I think the market's just waiting, in my opinion, for Nvidia to report. You're right, Brad. Tesla was a spring last week. Tesla is going a little crazy at the moment, going to 190, back into 160, 170. I mean, what are we doing here, Tesla? What do you want to do? And now we're getting back under the earnings anchored VWAP, so not looking good. I don't know what Tesla wants. I don't know what Tesla traders want from it. I want the job where I can say, I'm just thinking about doing something. I want the job where I can say, I'm just thinking about doing something. What does that even mean, swimmer? She's hot. Who are you talking about? You're talking about my thumbnail? You weirdo. Are you like Doom? Doom jerks off to my thumbnails. Don't be Doom. Don't be Doom. Soundhound. Maybe we want to go read the report a little bit. So let's go on to our side screen. Bring in our Benzinga side screen. Soundhound. 73% year-to-year growth. Okay, reported 7 cents compared to 9 cents, so missed on that. Looks like a little bit of a miss. Wait, what? Loss of 7 cents compared to a loss of 9 cents. So that's actually a beat. Revenue coming in at 11.6 compared to 10 million, so that's also a beat. SoundHound said cumulative subscriptions and bookings. What does the company even do? Came into 682 million, which was up 80% year to year. The company ended the quarter with cash of 226 million. On the first quarter, set the tone for 2024 as another growth year for SoundHound Voice AI. Fast becoming a must-have tool for customer service. And is this the company that uses scam calls and calls me using robot AIs that sound Chinese and whatnot? Like, oh, I hate this company now if this is what they do. SoundHound expects full year 2024 revenue to be 65 million to 77 million versus 69.49 million. 69. Giggity. I guess it's within range, but their range is wide. That's like a 10 million range, and they're expecting 69 million. So the range is a little wide for me, but we'll see what happens. An Indian CEO noted that the company business momentum continues to accelerate with the growing pipeline across all businesses. Okay, calm down, buddy. What the hell do you even do? How do I see much further? I can drive on my current gas level. How do I see how much further I can drive on my current gas level? So you're asking an AI technology built in the car these questions? Doesn't my ALEXA already do this? Are these guys helping ALEXA or GOGLE and all the other companies? Leading brands that choose SoundHound. Okay, let's see. Mostly food companies. We got Oracle Food and Beverage. What? Okay. I see nothing but food companies, honestly. Just food. Do we see a car company at all, guys? Jeep, Chrysler. Okay, so we do see car companies. Dodge, Genesis. Okay. 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 Interesting. Interesting. I knew it. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Alright. That's pretty cool. So SoundHound actually looks like a pretty growing company with the 20% short float. You know, their numbers are not bad either. The way the stock moved looks like it's a pretty squeezable position for us to play with tomorrow. So it gets me a lot more excited. So let's see how SoundHound sets up, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very excited now after actually knowing what SoundHound does a little bit. My goodness, for all this time I've been trading SoundHound, never cared about Googling it at all. But today, finally, on stream we did it and we learned a lot more about it. The more you know. Ding. All right. Unity reporting today after hours, but sadly moving to the downside. But on the grander scheme, is that really even a move? I guess it is a little bit of a move. It was down about 4% or so, clearly rejecting around the pre-market low that we made today. So you know, the selling probably will continue to pour in the pre-market, and the stock might push a little bit lower. But as you guys can see, we're not that far away from the all-time low, sorry. It is the all-time low. Oof. So we're actually not that far away from the all-time low here on said position. Where is the all-time low? That's not the all-time low. That is. Okay. And I kind of want to mark in this little triple top over here, or sorry, triple bottom, which looks like a little resistance at the moment. And then you can mark up this little bottom over here too, just shy of the all-time low. Go back to the 1-year chart, fix our timeline, go back to the 5-minute chart, and you can see how those areas might just come into play tomorrow. And if we get under that, things might get dodgy. Things might get dodgy, mate. Things might get dodgy. Unity, 318% miss on EPS, 6% beat on revenue. They went from making money to losing money. Looks like developers are moving away from Unity Engine and most likely using Unreal Engine more. So it's a possibility. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a game dev, but I've heard a lot of game dev friends of mine complain about Unity. I've also heard a lot of game dev friends of mine appreciate Unity. So I'm not really sure, you know, who to believe. But all we have to do is take a look at the earnings report. So let's bring in Benzinga's screen for that. Unity reporting 75 cents per share loss against the 65 cents per share loss estimate, coming in at 460 million revenue compared to estimates of 431. Is that a growth of any percent of year to year? We're not really seeing that at the moment. The company said Create Solutions revenue from its strategic portfolio was up 17% year to year, mostly driven by growth in subscription and strategic partnership. Growth Solutions revenues from its strategic portfolio was, however, down 4% year to year. We closed the first quarter with the results in line with expectations. The portfolio and cost reset that we started a few months ago is completed. While we will always look at efficiencies, our attention turns to accelerate revenue growth and operating at attractive profit and cash flow margins, said the CEO. Outlook: Unity saw second quarter revenue from its strategic portfolio between 420 million to 425 million, down between 6 to 7% year to year. Not looking good, Unity. Not looking good. And off the time of the report, moving 4.8% to the downside. Unity might have a little bit of a short float, but it will actually be the short float that will be happy tomorrow. A 10% short float, so decent. Not in the red. Anytime it's above 20, Finviz shows up as a red. But this stock has very much a chance tomorrow to flush into that all-time low and possibly even take it out. I'm not sure. could take it out, honestly, but I'll be ready for it if he does that, right? So we'll put those levels on watch at the moment. The first level, as we just talked about, this little bottom into $22. S1 22, S2 we got 21, and for R1 we got 24. So we got those levels on watch for tomorrow. We'll see how, I almost said Uber, see how Unity sets up off of those levels. And that's basically the only two stocks, or should I say three stocks. We also had Mara, but I had to put Mara on the shelf based on how the stock moved and how the report was. So we're gonna have to wait to see how Mara digests that report a little bit more in the pre-market. But Soundhound and Unity look like two great trades already that report today after hours. We do have some stocks that report tomorrow pre-market, none that I really think I'll be trading, but a couple stocks report tomorrow pre-market for those of you interested on your screen right now. So we're talking about central bankers. Then you want a central banker job? I don't think it should be hard to get, right? Right? I drew a line and said the major resistance point on GME was 1848. It wigged to 1851. Today, thoughts on GME and Friday effects on the stock. Well, I'm pretty sure I had the same line. It was right from there, 1859, and guess what? It went exactly to that line anyway. So yeah, I had the exact same line. It wasn't that hard to draw that line on GME, honestly. So shout out to you. Good for you that you had that. I don't know if you took the breakout of this level. We were watching that at our office. Here's a little strategy for you guys if you wanna apply it for yourself. Let me quickly show you what I'm talking about. Go to the 1 minute chart, or you could even go to the, I'll go to the 2 minute chart because that's what I like to trade on. Okay, so this is where that breakout happens. I'll just go to the 1 minute chart because most people will be trading it on the 1 minute, I'm pretty sure. So we'll go to the 1 minute chart here. This is where the breakout happens, right? You can either take that breakout and have it push it to the upside and you know, take that quick little scalp, but then you don't know where to actually put your stop at. You could use the 9 EMA, you can use the 20 EMA, but most people on the way down will quickly look for exits and cause this to push to the downside. So instead of taking that breakout, what you can do is wait for it to pull back into the 9 EMA or the 21 EMA and look for the support to be built in and then get in on these lows. But a nice little trick from our good friends over at SMB Capital actually shows you two great spots that you could have got into that trade. So if we were to right there, you can see how on that line into 359 or so, right around this candle, $17.30, a little bit shy from that last few days high right there. So after it breaks out, pulls back, gets bought back up, once it crosses that MACD signal, nice little SMB trick, shout out to SMB, you get in on that candle with the stop under this little 3-bar low, right? Nice little stop under that 3-bar new low, and then you get out once it crosses back down. And when it does cross back down, it's at 347. It's all the way up over here once it pulls back. You can take some out instead of taking the full trade out, but SMB Capital talks about taking out the full trade. You can take some out, take some profits, see how it reacts on the pullback into these areas, see how it's reacting to the 9 EMA, to the 21 EMA, and maybe even get a little bit more juice out of that into that line that you would have probably had also into that 1850, 1860 area on GME. I mean, yeah, we were all watching it at our office. A nice little trick over there. Shout out to our friends at SMB Capital. Obviously, if GME now gets above this 1860, 19 area, it opens up a lot more possible activity for the upside. Obviously, a MOAS stock over here. It's got a high shorts float. It's got that the love behind it. Anytime it does go crazy, people go crazy for it. So it's something that you would always want to keep your eyes open for. You don't want to put GME in the shadow realm like AMC belongs in. Opportunity was there today. Hopefully people took that. But in regards to tomorrow, yeah, you're watching this 859 and any pullback into this multi-day high, right? That multi-day high of 1745. Let me just quickly actually put this in my notes over here while I'm talking about it. EME S1, that multi-day high of 1745/1750, any pullback into that area, you want to see that level getting respected, right? You want to see buyers stepping up now, previous resistance turning into support, and resistance obviously the first one being that 1860 area, and then after that we got that beautiful 1950 area to keep an eye out for, to see how the GameStop reacts into these areas. Beautiful breakout today on not even that much of a volume compared to the last few days. So that's exactly what we would like to see on this beauty of a position. Doesn't really belong to go in the shadow realm like AMC, but you guys know how my opinion is for those of you who are expecting MOAS, the squeeze, right? It's possible it does some fun activity, but expecting the stock to squeeze to 300, I don't know, $1 million is absolutely ridiculous. You guys are crazy for thinking that. However, moving on, we got Roblox, that insane drop to the downside today off the earnings report, flushing pretty hard, pushing up off the pre-market a little bit, pulling back into a $30 area and finding good support into 30. Surprisingly enough, actually, I did not have this line into 29.58. I got long today. I got long today on the hold of 30 after it opened, pulled back, and showed some support into 30. But looks like it actually had the low of 29.55 at some point. That's, yeah, right there. So had the low at 29.55 at some point and gave you that opportunity to get long right into today's VWAP. Multiple opportunities to get long on Roblox if you were looking for it. Nice bottom coming in also. Multi-day bottom over here. Multi-day top at first and multi-day bottom. So if the stock actually gets below this 29.50 area, that opens up a little bit more room to the downside on Roblox. We already see how Unity could possibly push into all-time low, so we'll see how Roblox reacts over here on a possible break under this 29.50 area. But if you continue to hold this 30, I think there's a possible opportunity to continue to look for the stock to range in this handle a little bit for a couple more days and then probably resolve back for a gap close or resolve to an even bigger move to the downside, at which point we want to be obviously very ready for that move. So Roblox on watch for tomorrow. ARM actually started the day pretty bad. I guess it happened in the after hours. We were talking about that. But for us, that 101 area was very important. If the stock was not getting sold below $100, it's just simply not a long. It would be ridiculous to think about going long, going short. If we're not getting sold below 100, right? So the fact that we were getting above 101 area, which was also pretty important. It was this little high from after hours yesterday. So the fact that we got above 101 gave you an opportunity to look for that long. I didn't trade ARM today at all. I was too busy with other positions anyways, like Duolingo and so on. So kind of just ignored ARM. Gave you a beautiful trade. And if you were looking at our stream yesterday, if you were watching our stream yesterday, it actually gave you the move that we were looking for, right back into 105 and more. 107 was the high today. So crazy move on ARM today. Shout out to those of you who actually took that trade, took that call out on the hold of 101 on ARM. Now we're waiting to see if, you know, the report was good. The report was not bad, but market sold it off and now successfully closed the gap. We'll see if there is a little bit more volatility that can open up tomorrow, or is the volatility just going to die off on the stock? Hood, talking about volatility, oh my goodness, what a reversal from an insane pop to the upside to going all the way down, ending 3% to the downside today. So Hood, just an absolute 360, and we're waiting to see how this stock reacts tomorrow. I think that this game might just be dead. There was apparently 500,000 shares at $20. We sadly never really pushed into $20. We started getting sold off at $19.50. So lots of heavy selling on Robinhood. Probably a lot of bag holders who took their profits as soon as the stock popped right back up to 20 bucks. They said, you know what? I'm out. Screw this. I'm punching. And they punched hard. So Robinhood went from being positive on the day to completely negative on the day. A big 360 over there, big 180 over there. 360 would be basically going back to the upside, but basically a nice 180. Hold a minute, what? How is this game tied right now? Okay, Mitchell's hitting some shots. Okay, White's missing all of his 3 points. Love to see that. Love to see that. Al Halford's got 1 rebound. In 21 minutes, 1 rebound. Darius Garland. Of course, the date. Oh, Mitchell just hit another 3. Okay, he's waking up. He's heating up. 74 and 65. This game was so different before, and now it's just turning around completely. Holy. Okay, they're heating up. They're heating up. I had to quickly do a heat check on the score over there. My goodness. Okay, Cleveland. Let's get back to track on the stocks. Hood. Oh, gotta watch how Hood reacts tomorrow. Airbnb gave you a move right back into 150. Did I not call this trade out for you guys yesterday? Literally to the T. Worked exactly as I told you guys this probably would go into 150 and then give you a short opportunity of 150 or even a long opportunity through to 150. And look what today's high was. Exactly 150. So if you were here for the stream, you would have caught that trade. Shout out to you for pulling up the TraderPrad stream and taking in the notes. Airbnb to the T 150. Gotta love seeing that. Maybe this is where we hit the Prastradamus emoji. All right, let's pull back the Prastradamus emoji. So shout out to you guys. Airbnb 150. Now tomorrow that same 150 level comes into play. You can see how yesterday's VWAP is coming into 150. We'll wait to see if the stock continues to show us some resistance into that price, at which point we can sell it right back into today's low around 144. Today's low is actually 145.50, but I'm saying 144 because that's where the after hour low was. The pre-market low actually goes a little bit below 144. It goes to 142. Almost thought that 140 test that we were expecting also was going to come into play, but it never really came into play. It reclaimed that 144 low and started opening up higher than that. So clearly the stock was ready to go to 150 in my opinion, and it did so exactly that. So watching for that 150 resistance, which was today's high, to continue showing me resistance tomorrow, at which point easy short. And if we start getting above 150, easy long. It's that simple as that. And right now you can see how this yellow anchored VWAP, which is the weekly anchored VWAP, is currently around $152. I don't think we get much higher than that also. I honestly don't think we get much higher than 152. So 150 to 152 has this little bit of a range. I will possibly get short into 150 and give it up to 152 for a possible move of a $4 or $5. The stock has a $5 ATR, so a nice $4 or $5 move to the downside. Risk $2 to make $5, $6. I'm okay with that trade. So we'll see how Airbnb shows up. Show me some selling into 150 so I can smack you in the mouth and push you back down. However, their report was good. So if they don't show me selling at 150, then you let it go to the north side, get long on the pullbacks. Maybe you use that little SMB trick that I just showed you on stream. Uber, Shopify, all opportunities across the board. Uber breaking out through yesterday's high, giving you a nice $1 per share scalp if you were watching for that, maybe a little bit more than $1 per share scalp. Shopify did nothing today in my opinion, but it did sell off quite a bit and gave you a long right around yesterday's low. Gave you a pretty decent long right around yesterday's low. I did try a long on this position and then I flipped short. So I'm overall positive on the stock. Let me just show you, I guess, how I traded it. So I was trying a long right there, right near yesterday's low, where it looked like it kept bouncing off of right around $62. That long didn't work, so I flipped short, and then that short didn't look like it was gonna do too much either, because more buying just kept showing up on the tape at 61.70. So I just closed my trade and I said, you know what, I'm out, don't want to do anything. What I should have been ready to do was maybe flip back long, because that was a pretty decent long right back to $63. Could have gotten an easy dollar per share scalp on that hold near yesterday's low. But hey, you win some, you miss some, you lose some, right? Thankfully I didn't lose on this. Positive on the stock overall, but tomorrow we'll be looking to see if the same bottom near $60 comes into play again for us to get long on Shopify. Affirm, beautiful reversal back to the north side. So Affirm giving you some opportunities within the range. Didn't really expect this stock to do anything like this. So Affirm kind of will be on the watch. Rivian doing absolutely nothing for us. Did not even watch a trade. Upstart, now that's a mover, right? Upstart, insane move to the upside, just reversing everything, reversing the whole earnings move and some. So that's an insane mover. Day 1, day 2, and now we're waiting to see how day 3 comes into play. So any pullback into today's VWAP around $25 and you see buying, any pullback into yesterday's high, not today's high, but yesterday's high, and we see buying again into $24. You want to see how that plays out. Basically that would be a kind of a pull back into a gap close, not really, but this is a beautiful gap close over here. And Upstart, which was a positive earnings report, we were very surprised by this drop over here. The buy into $20 for a nice little swing trade into gap close 26. Shout out to whoever took that. But wowie, that's how it goes. Sorry, not wowie, what a move on Upstart today. So we're obviously watching to see how this stock reacts as we're now continuing to pull back to the north side. Datadog 118.50, what a short. We called this stock out too for you. Look to see how the stock reacts into 118.50. If we're not able to go above 118.50, short. First short attempt, second short attempt, gave you 2 opportunities to short that area. So possibly we get an opportunity right back there tomorrow, but the more times it tests a certain price, it's likely to break it. So you don't want to see the stock lingering around this area for too long. You want to see it maybe just go here and then reject, right? You don't want to see it doing this. It did that today and it gave you a short, awesome, but it probably does this and then breaks out. Be careful. So you want to see it hit that, bang, get rejected, at which point you can look for that short again if you missed it today. So Datadog, very important again for me, right into that resistance of 118.50. EA Sports, it's in the game. Actually managed to find some buying above 125, surprisingly enough. Okay, brother, surprisingly enough, found some buying above 125, which I did not want to see, so I did not go long. Obviously, I was looking for the short, did not go long on this stupid stock. However, we're waiting patiently now for this 125 area a little bit more. This is actually, in my opinion, a lot better for me, because now if this resolves after building in this area a little bit, if it starts building some buyers in this area, some losers buying up EA because, oh, I play FIFA EA, oh, I play NHL like a little loser, I play sports video games, whatever, right? If you're one of those losers who's buying EA Sports, I want you to build up this area for me and have your stops right there. So when we break right through it, oh baby, am I going to party shorting the crap out of EA. So let them build that area, let them build up the juice for me, and then we smack them in the face. Absolutely just smack them when that opportunity shows up. So EA, continue to put it on my watch list, but there's a chance that this 125 area doesn't break tomorrow. But when it does, I'm there. I'm going to be him when it does. I'm actually going to set an alert real quick so I don't miss out. 125.46. Set alert. Okay. ANET moving right back into that 290-300 area. The after hour earning high area, high being tested one more time now on the day 2. So ANAT most likely looking like it wants to make a push into that all-time high zone of 307. Let's see if we can get above 300, find some buying above 300. I think 307 is very doable on this position. It has an ATR of $10, so it's not that far away for it to hit. It's exactly $10 away from here to hit that all-time high. So we'll be continuing to watch this position on maybe a little bit of a 2-day high breakout. Yesterday's high, today's high, breaks out that earnings after hour high. We see the stock punching through 300 and just free break to 307. So ANAT gets very interesting for me above 300, especially into that area. So R1 300, R2 307. It's actually 308, but we'll say 307.50. We'll say what it is, 307.70 to 308. I'll even say 310, honestly. That could easily see 310 coming into play before we see any real selling coming into the stock. The report was pretty good. The report was good. And that's all she wrote for our main list of stocks that we'll be interested in tomorrow. Besides that, we always have the large magnificent 7 stocks. Amazon actually broke that all-time high today and gave you a move into 191.70. We were talking about that one too. So if you were watching that, shout out to you. Amazon breaking 190 and pushing into a new all-time high, but sadly did not manage to close above 190. So if this area continues to show some selling tomorrow, if we push into today's high and continue to see some selling tomorrow, I think there is a good short opportunity on Amazon. Return back into reality to 187 to 185 areas. We'll see how Amazon reacts again in that zone. Meta just continues to blast off. Another green day on this position. I guess I shouldn't say blast off because it didn't really take out yesterday's high, but it continues to look for buying and it finds it. It finds that buying. We're still waiting patiently for that pullback into 450 to see if some buying shows up over there. But right now, that anchored VWAP pin setup on the daily chart is getting ready. It's just getting ready. So we'll see if that one can set up. And the other one in the large caps that I posted about, which one was it, Prad? Apple making a beautiful move today right back to the north side. So we'll see how Apple reacts going forward for the next few days. It's possible that Apple wants to wake back up the demon within itself, that new thinnest Apple product, the iPad or something that they made, the iPad Air or some product that they recently launched. Shout out to them on you know, they are the geniuses on how to spin the same product 10 million times. So geniuses, absolute geniuses. Read this 25 minutes later. This is the time capsule. You can get this now. You can get this now. Okay. John Fine saying Starbucks, S-Bucks, did it bounce? Ooh, nice bounce on Starbucks. Yeah, good hold on the earnings low. Looks like a failed breakout on the earnings low and pushing back up over here. If we quickly turn down all of our indicators, a breakout above that 77 could just get a little interesting on this position. Let me just quickly set an alert over there at 77, 76, 72. I'll maybe put it in my notes also. I guess just leaving an alert is good enough, honestly. If it can push there, I'll get alerted and then I'll be notified of that trade. So if we push into that price, that's something to keep an eye out for. 77 area on Starbucks. Looks like it's finally holding a little bit. S-Bucks, I'll just put in my notes. I'll stop being lazy. 77. And I'll color it blue because it's not really that important of a trade tomorrow. Volume clearly dying down after making that earnings move, but a nice bottom might be coming in on Starbucks. The coffee sippers are happy. Having a little problem analyzing stocks and chewing gum at the same time. Here's my solution. Go fuck yourself. QQQ. Like I said earlier, just volume dying down, having that little compression, it's tightening up, the range is just tightening up, and once that buyers and sellers resolve, whichever side dies down, we break out to that side. So that's beautiful, right? We want to see this happen a little bit more. So when the selling dies down, we break out to the upside. It's possible it takes for Nvidia to report for that to even happen, and when it does report, maybe we push all the way back into all-time high and more. So lots of questions over here in what, 13 days time span. Nvidia reports in 13 days after hours. Is it after hours? After hours. So looking to see obviously how that one shakes up the market a little bit. And SPY actually broke out from that little high that we were talking about. QQQ having a little resistance into that high, but SPY actually breaking out of that high and getting it looks a lot better. Looks a lot better than QQQ at the moment, and it's very rare that you see that, but when you do see that, that means the overall market's doing good, right? The overall market, and Nasdaq's only top 100 tech stocks. S&P 500 is 500 of the best stocks in the world, so clearly the whole market overall is doing great. And QQQ is lagging slightly because the technology might be lagging, or technology might be overweight, but overall, just by wrapping my monkey brain around here, things are looking good. So expecting a free fall Friday tomorrow might be out of the question. John, if you're still in the chat, might be out of the question. But the long on the breakout on QQQ over there looks great, right? It's possible that the market's actually higher than this area right now, and we can use our good friends over at, where is it? There they are. Our good friends over at Think with Bookmap. Go check out their Nasdaq stream. Looks like market is asleep. It did absolutely nothing. Shout out to the market. Ooh, a good wall of selling into 52.50, but the market doing zilch, nada. Passed out. QQQ chart is looking good though. 100% agree with that, TH. 100% agree with that, my dog. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is all she wrote for tomorrow's watch list. Let me just quickly go over that. SoundHound, Unity, GME, Airbnb, Datadog, EA, ANET, Starbucks. We also have these middle names in my opinion, but some opportunities are possible over here. Didn't really want to put in those levels because I want to focus on these names more. So these opportunities are still there. I'll kind of just shuffle through these names if they're at some of my tech levels, like yesterday's low, yesterday's high, yesterday's VWAP, or earnings anchored VWAP. If they're at like any of those tech levels over there, then I might take a worry about to see how these stocks move for ourselves. But besides that, I'm not going to force a trade on these positions, right? But I will be looking to force a trade on these stocks if they are at any of these levels that I have written down. And obviously the Magnificent Seven, Mara, will have to revamp these levels tomorrow based on how the stock reacts to in pre-market. But that basically, ladies and gentlemen, is my watch list, and you can subscribe to that watch list by becoming my Patreon member. Now, everything I do is for free. You got to see that watch list on the screen right now for free, but you can support me, which will allow me to buy a pack of Zins every 2 weeks. Yeah, I think no, that's a lie. Maybe every week. It'll help me buy a pack of Zins every week, pretty much. A nice little offer over there to support your boy, and in return you get a couple extra perks on top of my watch list sent out to you in your email. And along with that, if any changes are made to my watch list in the pre-market, which usually happens because I'm changing levels based on how the stocks are reacting in pre-market, you actually get those updates because everything updates live on that link. So if you are interested in that, you can do so. Come on, you want to see a backup squeeze plan breakout if GME fails? Zim was going nuts. I think MULN was going nuts, was it not? Whatever happened? Whatever happened to MULN going nuts? Man, I went a little nuts. Zim? Holy smokies. What is Zim's short flow? Probably like 20%? 33%? Nah, that's... Don't get me hard. Momo, you always get me hard. Especially when you start talking about Pfizer, Momo. Erect. They call me Erectosaurus when you start talking about Pfizer and Moderna, Momo. Girl. Okay. Okay. There's some possibility here. There's some juice. There's some juice, and the juice is loose at the moment on Zim for sure. What the hell is happening here? The juice is for sure loose on Zim at the moment. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Or could it be a flight to quality? What are you talking about? Could it be a flight to quality? Zim is having a flight to quality? Is that what you mean? Am I tripping? I didn't read that message 25 minutes later. So I'm pretty sure you're talking about Zim. Isn't Zim that company that has shipping containers and so on? I see Zim logos all the time on trucks with that metal container. Why does this company have a 30% short flow? 1945. Why does this have a 30% short flow? What? No PE? They don't make money? What am I watching right now? And it's a recent IPO too? Like, what? What am I watching right now, dude? How does this company not make money? And exist for so long? And I see them everywhere. Literally everywhere. I guess the COVID was a problem for sure. And then maybe when shortages came into play, there weren't as many shipping. And then when that Suez Canal came into play, that brings them down a lot more. So I can understand the damage, but like, how do you not make money from 1945? I guess they did before, and then they went back to being negative, kind of the 3M situation over there. But pretty crazy. That wild. Income negative $2 billion. Negative $2.6 billion income. Market cap 1.9 billion. You love to see that. You love to see that. Are they not paying dividends? Looks like their dividend stopped in April 2023. Was this a yearly dividend? Nope. Looked like it was a quarterly dividend, and they stopped doing it. Yep, they stopped doing the quarterly dividend. Ani and I are here trolling enjoyment. Screw you guys. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Donovan Mitchell hitting another three-pointer. Where is Ben? What? Donnie woke up. Is Derek White waking up? Derek White is sleeping. D. White is sleeping. What? Donnie woke up. Yo, they turned this ship around. Al Horford still only with 2 rebounds. Love to see that. We love to see that. Derek White, 1 for 7 3-pointers. Old man Al dropping 3 3-pointers out of 7. Derek White, who's a 3, he makes at least 4 3-points a game, has only made 1 out of 7. Oh my god, Derek White, old man's beating you. Old man's beating you. Yo, that's crazy. Donovan Mitchell. He was like 9 points going into halftime. Woke up. Buddy woke up. Okay. Okay. I see you, Donnie. Jeez. What do they call him? Speeda? Speeda woke up. ES versus NQ today. ES wins the battle. For sure, ES wins that battle. But let me just quickly put in another squeezer on my watch list. Thanks to Momo, who always keeps on expanding my goddamn watch list for no reason. That's why I love Momo. She gets me so excited. Joking, Momo. You know I love you. Go here. Type in GME. And zim. Copy. Pasta. Duns. And we have that one in our notes. And now we just want to put in a couple levels to keep on watch. Support around 1550. So S1, 1550. R1, I want to go for that 1750 to 18 area. R2, I want to go for the 20 area. R3, we're going for 22. All right, Zim, you've been added to the watch list. Congratulations, you played yourself. What's the notification? Josh! Thank you, Josh. You know I love you. We can close that page. Going into the economic calendar now. It looks a little dead. There are a couple Fed members coming out throughout the day. We got one right away at 9 o'clock. Fed member Bowman. We got, actually, it's not dead at all. We got a lot of numbers coming out, and this Michigan numbers sometimes actually move the market quite a bit. So you want to be careful to see what happens. At 10 o'clock, the Michigan inflation numbers are coming out. Consumer numbers, a lot of numbers from Michigan are basically coming out. Then at 12:45, you got Goolsby. That one's apparently not as high of importance as Fed Bowman at 9 o'clock. 1:30, you got Fed Vice Chair Barr coming up. Federal budget balance at 1 o'clock. That's not 1:30. That's that's 1:30. At 2 o'clock, federal budget coming up. What else? And then a bunch of other numbers over here for the other commodity markets and so on. So basically all the way up to 2 o'clock, you got a little bit of activity coming out throughout the day on Friday. So we'll see how these numbers help move the market. Maybe they'll keep the market steady from doing anything at all. Maybe maybe the help of Bowman and everybody else, the market breaks out for QQQ and SPY continues its extension, or SPY pulls back and QQQ just continues to stay in this little box range that we're creating at the moment. So not expecting anything from the market, but I'm always ready to make a good play when that play shows up. So waiting to see how QQQ and the SPY sets up from this little slew of a earnings calendar that we have coming out tomorrow. Once again, quick reminder, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. You got 1:30, and then you also have, I guess you could say, 12 o'clock, right? So a couple time periods over here that you might want to keep an eye on tomorrow. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all she wrote. All she wrote. I hope you guys are already excited, locked and loaded for tomorrow's Friday session. I wish you all a very successful Friday. Hope you all get to end your week on a very amazing note and kill it, ladies and gentlemen, like we had at the start of the day. You know, make sure you put your swimming caps on, because you can't go swimming. Ignore my hair at the moment. I got hat hair, right? Make sure you put on your swimming caps. Ow, that hurt. Make sure you put on your swimming caps, because we're about to go swimming in some money. Swim in some money. So get ready for that whole wave of market moves on earnings and so on Hey, you can't swim without your swimming cap though, so make sure you got your cap on, maybe even your swimming goggles. Might just need to put that one on too. Strap them on nice and tight and get ready for the market tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. I for sure am probably gonna sleep with this on just so I can be so extra ready. That's a lie. That thing is so tight. We're gonna take that thing off. Oh my goodness. Oh, all right. What the hell's going on downstairs? All right, for those of you who are new to the stream, this is where we actually start playing chess. We have a rule where we can't go to bed before we at least get a single win on chess. But for those of you who already know that and usually leave, this is me saying goodbye to you guys. Thank you for staying. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It would help me with that whole YouTube or whatever streaming platform you're seeing me on at the moment. That if you're watching me on Twitter, hit that heart button, hit that retweet button if you can for me. If you're watching me on Twitch, share it with your friends. Hit that subscribe. Give me your Twitch Prime if you got it. Don't waste it. Use it on somebody. I don't care who you're wasting it on. Just waste it on somebody. Don't let it go to waste on Twitch Prime over there. And if you're on YouTube, you know that you know what to do on the YouTube side. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I love every single one of you on all the platforms that's watching. Right now, however, it's just YouTube commenting with me, so I'm just gonna answer the YouTube guys. Yeah, waste the Twitch one on Prad. Exactly. Waste the Twitch Prime on me. Prad, we will see you Sunday night. Will we see you Sunday night? Last Sunday night, I pulled a little bit of a, I don't want to stream move. But yes, this Sunday I will be streaming, so I will see you guys Sunday night. Have a great night, John, and have an even better market session. Move the camera. Yes, I know. Dieter, 30 minutes late now. Shut up. And if you don't like it, hit the dislike. No, don't hit the dislike. Don't hit that. Just if you got nothing nice to say, just don't say anything. Just hit the like button anyways to show me how much you dislike the stream. Okay, hit the like button. It'll mean the world to me. All right, now that I'm done begging, let's get to work and get this dub. Let's get this dub skis. W Nation, dub gang. I don't want to throw more gang signs. I'm not gang affiliated. We don't belong in no gangs. Like we belong in the money gang, baby. But now we're about to go to the chess gang. Okay, now we're about to go to the chess gang. Let's get the screens rolling over here. Before we go to the full screen, we gotta go to the chess screen, or Dieter will start screaming, "Move the camera! Move the camera!" Meh. Little baby. All right. First, we start with the daily puzzle. Okay, For those of you who are new to the stream here, first, we pop in the Zen. Then we start with the daily puzzle. Let the Zen kick in a little bit. Okay, how do we do this? How do I win this? What? What? How's that wrong, bro? Okay, I get that. You can die. Oh, let me mute the TV so the audio doesn't double back on us. Pawn? I used the pawn? What in the fuck is going on here, mate? Okay, we gotta use a hint. I knew it. Okay. Aha. Okay. Sacrifice a little bit so you can work around the board. I get it. You know, a nice bait and switch. A nice bait and switch over there. Sacrifice your rook. Make the king move over. You work around the board and you come. Now, that's like 500 IQ stuff, okay? I don't know if I can ever get to that far in the game where I'm doing that point. You know what? If you say that you can't, you never will. So if you say you will, you work hard for it and you will achieve, right? So we will believe in ourselves. Believe in yourself is the first rule of everything that you attack in life, okay? Trading, whatever it is, believe in yourself. We did, everyone did. What do you mean? Huh? Genius. Huh? Huh? Oh, I'm not as much of a genius now, am I? No, I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. That's gonna waste my rating. I actually am a little confused here. Little confusal. Okay, give me a hint. What, do I take this? No, I don't. Right? That would be stupid. Do I come here? Why would I come here, though? I can do that. Okay, so I do this. Oh, I'm not going for the king here. I wish you gave you, like, a little bit more hint than that. If that was what he wanted me to do, I would have done that so much quicker. What the hell? Lame. 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 Easy. This game's on easy mode. This game is on easy mode. Okay, watch me win my first game of the night like we did yesterday. We play against Chief Damen. Hey yo, no diddy? Chief Damen. Usually I screw up this whole play. I screw up this play pretty badly, so I need to focus here. He can take that. He can do this. I got one. Let's get him out here so he can back up this, and then we can slowly launch this up a little bit. But then that guy is in danger. Okay. I mean, if you come through, I'm just going to come do that. So I don't really care about that too much. But we could also open up this file a little bit. Perfect. I gotta go here, buddy. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way. Now you're locked. Now you're locked here. Now you're locked here. You're landlocked. Congratulations. You played yourself. I could come for that too if I just kind of... no, I don't want to really do that. Okay, next step. Do I do this? I do that. Then I got this open. Then I got this open. I could play against that. He still can do this though. Not this. He can do that. He can do that. Kind of just make me push back a little bit on my white bishop, which is kind of annoying. So yeah, he brought that out. We can offer a trade, see how he reacts to it. See how he reacts to the trade. It's a trade he will win, right? It's a trade he will win overall, but we'll see how he reacts to it. Yeah, I expect you to do that. And now we get to come for the trapped bishop a little bit more. Either he backs out or he takes this and then I come in over here and then he comes in and then I come in, right? Or he backs out, I push this guy one up and this guy's fully trapped now. Fully trapped. I go one up, can't go here, fully trapped. We got to trade a bishop for a bishop. But we also got to advance our moves a lot more, our pieces a lot more, get the mid control a lot more too. So good thinking over there. Maybe I'm just kind of stroking myself over here a little bit to feel like I made the right moves, but I also get to open up this file. So either he takes this and I open up this file, or he comes here and I go here and this file doesn't really stay open at that point. So we'll see what happens. Damn, did I make a pre-move? Oh my god, I almost got scared. I thought I pre-moved. Oh my god, I got so scared. What did he take there? He took my pawn. This guy's not really in danger, so I'm not really worried. So I could easily take that piece. So we got to trade for that. You're coming in to threat me for there. And you know what? I can double up your bishops over here, and I get to put your king in check. But that's a piece that I'm not really worried about. That's a 2-for-1 trade. That's a 2-for-1 trade. I'm okay with that. I'm so okay with that. So we're gonna go with that. Go ahead and do that. Nah, he play more than me now. He's a GM now. I'm getting there, boys. And now we can threat the queen over here and move up our piece a little bit more because we got some defense. But he can easily just go down one and kind of evade that. So if he does that, then we can go do this. Put that in threat, but then you can just kind of, evade that again. Yeah, exactly. Come on, I'm reading this guy like a book, guys. I'm reading this guy like a book. What are you gonna do? Come here? Then I'll just do this. But my thing will be in danger then. Ooh, I might lose this guy, so I might need to bring him one up. Oh, he might just come all the way down here now. He can't. He can't come all the way down there right now. That's great. Okay. Why can't I castle? What's this guy's plan? To come down over here? What if I do this? No, he's planning to come down, or he's trying to take that. No, I don't do that. Maybe we just move up the king a little bit. Forget the castling. Forget the castling. We'll just move up the king. I bet you lose. Shut up, you hater. Never be happy for me. You're such a hater, dude. Going for that. Let's see if he goes for the trade. All right, we're about to lose. Go one down, and I can't kill him. However, I can do that. No, I can't, because he'll still be in goddamn check, Prad. What are you talking about? I'd have to go one down over here. No, I'd have to go here or here. I think I go here. Shut up, TH. I hate you. I don't think he knows to even do that. He just wants to take that instead. What a guy. Alright, I lost 90% of my pieces, chat. It's game over for me. He's up +6. Whatever. Whatever. I don't want to hear it. Keep your negative comments to yourself. I only want believers. Only believers in my chat. Oh, come on, kid. You're so annoying. Ritik. Gonna worry about my next step. Fuck you, kid. The smarter thing for him to do would be to do that. Unexpected. As expected. So predictable. Wah wah. What a moron. Absolutely predictable. Really, son? What's your plan with that? That thinks I'm a fucking moron or something? Like, buddy. That thinks I'm an idiot? Oh shit, I am an idiot. Get! Was that a pawn for a bishop? Fucking moron, Prad. You're a fucking moron, buddy. Holy smokes. Shut up, TH. You're not helping it. You're not helping me, Case. You're not helping me, Case, mate. Oh, that was a mistake. Good thing I just didn't do that, because you could have easily just done that. Okay. Don't need to hang him, though. Don't need to hang him. Don't need to hang him, but I'm losing this game. losing this game. And I'm losing the next one too. You know what I like to do is to lose every single game. Why did I just take his queen? God damn, I'm an idiot. What am I doing with my game? I'm a stupid idiot. I need to get better at the game. I have no idea what I'm doing. God help me with this game. God help me. I don't know what I'm doing. God help me. I don't know what I'm doing. Fuck, I suck, dude. That was a good song though. We should hey, send me to the studio. We could. That was all off the dome. All off the dome to a diter B. What was that? Bathrobes. Yeah, I'm in my bathrobes crying my heart out with a wine glass in my hand because I'm so bad at chess. All off the dome. All off the dome. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 wow. Ba na 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 na. Ba da ba ba ba. Come on, give me a win so I can go to bed. Even though if this win it won't matter. I'm gonna win this one. Watch. What's your goal here, bud? Gotta move this one out here, and I'm just gonna eat you. Okay? You're a genius. Do I just pre-move my castle? Pre-move? No, no, no! I think I pre-castle here, right? That's a free. That's a freebie. Well, not really. Because Queen will come down and just eat it alive. Do we send him just one back? Send him one back for now. He's in danger though. Well, not really. He's got backup still. He's in danger. Uh-oh, the horsey's out. What are we gonna do, chat? The horsey's out. Got the horse powers. Let's just get the king to safety real quick. Put his queen in check with your queen. What? What the fuck does that even mean, bro? Here? He's just gonna trade it. He's an idiot. This guy's a 305 Polska. He's gonna trade it. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. And if he moves back, we eat. But if he moves here or here now, we can't really eat that because he's got pretty good backup for that. So we just eat this. Or we can move back here, check him, and then eat that then. Check him, eat that. Check him, eat that. Check him, eat that. So either you go here or here or here right now. And if you go there, we come here and we check you back. If you go there, you're safe. If you go here, you're safe. Or we can bring him back and check him over there. And then it's game over. If he goes here, game over. Bring this here. He can't go here, can't go here, can't go here. Oh, it's not game over. He can go back in that spot still. But then I just come and eat anyways. Alright, let's just do it. Oh no, he can come and do this though. But you think he's got the mental brain power to realize that he can do this? If I move this here, I don't think he's got the mental brain power to realize he can take it. So he's gonna just panic and move his king instead. I think I can make him do that. I think I can make him do that. Do I do this or do I just take his knight? Knight would take bishop. I get that. But like, I think I can make him panic. You know what? We take what's given. We take what's given and we don't play with the gods here. We take what's given, we don't play with the gods, and then we bring this bishop here, and then we make a move. Okay? We can do this too. Okay, that really doesn't mean shit to me. So I'm gonna do that. Then you go here, then I'm gonna do that. Or no, I'm gonna do this. Yes, I'm gonna do that. You go there. Yalla. Yalla habibi. Okay. And then, oh, yeah, I do this. And then the only move you can make is go there. Yalla habibi. Okay, now. Now I'm stuck. We were talking big game, but now we stuck. Pawn up? Why? He's just gonna eat my pawn. Put him in check with your queen. Oh. Yeah, I'm cheating. I got like 3 people helping me play chess right now. This is cheating. This is cheating. I need to start bringing out these other players to play, or I gotta start trapping to eat other players here. We gotta take a break on just check-in. The check game's not gonna lead us anywhere, guys. But I guess it's gonna make him run out of time. I guess that's a good thing, because he's gonna have to think a little bit more. His brain processing power is already probably slow. You know, he's lagging a little bit. His mind's going like the slow processing power. He needs to download more RAM. I understand those problems, right? I understand those problems. Do we just do this? And if he eats, then we eat. And we check. So if he eats, we eat. And if he doesn't eat, we move over. And then he moves over. Okay, he eats. We check. I feel like sabotaging, chat. Sabotage. I'm coming for that swiggity swiggity booty, baby. Oh, you got a room to get out, though. You got room to get out. Oh, you don't. You don't. You don't. Okay. Doubled up. Far away. We got enough wall defense here, over here. He doesn't even have a rook for me to worry about moving this pawn at the moment, so I'm not worried about it. Eat. We just go on a eating fest. Let's double up our rooks and we go on an eating fest. Eat everything in sight. Come on, I dare you. Oh, he could have just done that. He could have just done that. Oh my god, that would have been a throw. Oh, you could just do this. I'm throwing. Oh, my brain's hurting. Ah. My brain's hurting. I need medical help here. Really, bruh? Okay. Come on. Watch me bully this guy now, guys. Watch this shit. You know what? Let's not stalemate. Let's not stalemate. Oh, thank God. I thought I was gonna stalemate once that pop-up came. Woo! We bullied him. We bullied him. Bullied. And the non-believers, you keep non-believing while we keep winning. Haters keep hating. Prads keep winning. Let's go, chat. We did that. After 2 horrible losses on the day, though. My goodness. What a horrible loss to start the day with. Overall, we're down 1 game worth of ELO, which I'll get back. I'll get back very soon. Don't worry about it. But hey, thank you. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching me. I hope you guys had some fun. Tomorrow, good opportunities on the market. Let's make the best out of it. You guys know, obviously, I'm not here tomorrow or Saturday. Sunday, 6 p.m. We'll be back. And then Monday, 8 p.m. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, stay beautiful, stay frosty, stay sharp. I'll see you guys after the weekend or on the weekend. Is Sunday considered the weekend? Well, it is, but I guess I'll see you on the weekend. Until then, guys, take care of yourselves. Have a great trading day. Enjoy your weekend. Prad's out. Adios. Good night. Love you guys. Peace. Wait, that's the wrong button, Prad. Okay, I'm out. TraderPrad, he's here. As a trader, trade like that every. Hopefully you guys are joining me on that great side. Markets are moving around. Might just be a risk on type of day, so let's see what happens. 8 o'clock tomorrow, as you guys know, we do the stream Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. Shout out to my affiliate sponsors, Benzinga, Trade Ideas, the #1 scanner to go to, Trader Sync, promo code down below, promo code PRAD15 to get 15% off. I will catch you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock, same time, same place. Until then, TraderPrad out. Adios.